everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the final video of this week. And I really hope that all the videos that I've put up so far have entertained you, have helped you, have just made you laugh. I think it's also a great thing. I wanted to end this week on a good note, on like a positive note in terms of advice and stuff like that. And I wanted to talk about the insecurity that comes with being single. So, it's really fun in games to talk about relationships or, making fun of them, or it's really good to fantasize about them or talk about being single and stuff like that. But, the reality is sometimes you do get insecure. Sometimes you are maybe sitting in your room and you're just like, why? That's the kind of insecurity that comes with it. So I want to talk about my personal experience first, and I want to talk about the turning point for me personally, and hopefully it can be of some kind of advice to someone out there. So yes, let's begin the video. So my insecurity with this whole relationship, being single thing started actually in middle school. That insecurity was always just like that gnawing feeling, right? It's not that I was like constantly every single day sitting in my room like, why am I single? That's not what happened. It was just that, sometimes you think about it. Sometimes you just, you're like, that's interesting. So that's kind of what I went through. So the thing is, back in middle school and in high school, a lot of my peers and my friends were getting asked out. So some were getting asked out, some were getting into relationships, some were, in that in-between stage, as I like to call it, the limbo. I hate it, but it happens to a lot of us. And I just never was asked out. My best friend, E, that I mentioned a couple of videos ago, and she would get asked out by guys like on the regular. And I was happy for her. I'd never really wanted the guys that wanted her. But, for me, it was like, it was really a tough situation to navigate, purely because, I love her so much. I love her. But it's not that I was jealous of her. I was just jealous of the fact that, she was getting asked out so many times and I just, I wasn't. And that kind of hurt, obviously. It really hurt. It really hurt. And then when I moved countries to for my last part of high school, so that's like 16 to 18 years, I didn't care. I just did not care about boys. I didn't even have time. So I never really thought about it. And we'll get to that part in the second part of the video where I talk about the turning point. But I never really thought about it. But still, a little bit. Because a lot of my girlfriends were being asked out as well, were getting into long-term relationships. And I was literally still never asked out. We were a really small school that we literally had just 5-6 girls in our class. So to get it, it's like the population's small and then, it's just not happening. And I would have these two of my closest friends who would tell me that, oh, it's because, you're intimidating. It's because people think of you like their friend, or basically any excuse. So that hurt as well. And then I moved to college, same situation, nothing changed. All my peers were being asked out. And I had this one friend, we would always talk about how single we were. But, my friends, my two closest friends were getting into like really, really long-term relationships. And I just was like, okay. So I remember very vividly in 2019, I was looking back at, just my life, and I realized that the 2 years that I did not care for boys, did not care for being in a relationship, did not care about anything, I was the most happiest. I was so productive. So I realized that, maybe I should get myself busy. So I got an internship, and let me tell you, I had a blast. So I just did not care. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna work on getting some money, getting the bank, work on my skills, work on myself, and I'm just not gonna care. And I have not cared since. And it's been almost a year now. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is the turning point for me was basically being busy. working on yourself. Knowing that you are working on yourself is just the most amazing thing out there. Now the thing is, I'm not saying that I don't get upset sometimes. Obviously I get upset sometimes. I have 2 friends that are in really long-term relationships, and they're my social group, so that's literally who I have. And you know, there are moments where I think, you know, I would like to have that too. You know, I would like to come home one day and just, you know, have someone to talk to at the end of the day that's not my family or my friends. And I don't have that. But the reality is, you're not gonna be okay always, right? But if you are okay 70% of the time, I think that's a really, really good number. So what I want to say to you people is just that it's okay. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be sad that you're single. It's okay to be jealous of your friends that are in relationships. It's okay. But you need to pull yourself back up, and you need to put yourself first and say, you know what? The right person will come when they need to come. The universe has a plan for all of us. So I think if we go with that mindset, we're all gonna be okay. So that's all I wanted to say for this video. It's not really long, and it might be a little bit boring for a lot of people, but it's something that I really want to talk about because this is something I faced and suffered with for so long. But I'm happy now, so I think I did something good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you click the notification bell. I probably won't be uploading next week purely because this entire week has been very chaotic, but you know what, I'll mostly upload. Don't worry, I'm gonna upload something. I'm not gonna leave it. So I really hope you guys had a great time with me on this little journey. I hope it gave you an insight to who I am as a person. I hope it gave you some kind of advice in any kind of situation that you needed. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. So until then, keep loving yourself and keep choosing yourself. And I will see you guys in my next video.